Hey, bitch, it's Jamie. That's me here. Listen, it has been a minute. It's been a few months. It has. It's been a few months, and you guys always ask me to bring back This Is Messy, and we are back. Okay, we are back with the This Is Messy. So make sure you guys are coming into the video doing your due diligence by liking up the video, subscribing to the channel. You know what I'm saying, and sharing the video as well. Now y'all already know how this goes, but for the new people, because I feel like we've gotten a lot of new people since we last did this. We have a lot of questions. It's roughly about 6 questions. These people have some of the most outrageous situations and scenarios, and they're asking for advice, and that's what we do. We give the people advice. Okay. So, as you're giving your advice down below in the comments, make sure that you're listing which question you leaving advice for. Okay. Down in the comments. All right. So a shout out to Six Brown Chicks chat. We about to go ahead and get right on into this thing. All right. So let's get into it. Question one. Child, it's been a minute since I said question one. Let's get into it. I was leaving my side chick's house when her ex boyfriend drove by and ran over me. Mm. So was you a side chick too, or a side brother too? He had been circling the block while I was inside. I was in a coma for like 2 days. I awoke when I overheard my mother-in-law in the hospital room telling my wife, just pull the damn plug. He ain't got no job and those medical bills are gonna be hell. My wife, he ain't shit, but I don't want to hear the kid's mouth when I put him in the ground. Okay, so the mother-in-law says, when the Lord gives you a clean break, take it, dumbass. My wife walked towards me and I screamed for help. I'm hollering. This can't be real. She says they knew I was awake and they were joking. I mean, that's possible. That's possible. I don't press the issue because I'll be forced to explain why I was in my side chick's neighborhood anyway. But should I fear for my life? Yes, you should. Yes, you motherfucking should. Okay? And don't you do that shit no more. Okay? I would advise you to be very careful. I feel like although they may have been joking, which is very possible, I feel like it was a little bit of truth in there too. Right? But I know mama didn't want her daughter to pull that plug, right? And risk herself going to jail too over you. Hell no. You're gonna die on your own, and before you die, you is gonna suffer. Understand that. But yeah, mama don't like you like that. Mama don't like you like that. Wife barely like you, and you only around for the children is what it's given. Just a little piece. But I definitely think that you should be afraid for your damn life on more than one friend. You out there messing around with a damn side chick whole time, ex-boyfriend waiting on your ass to run you the hell over. So that should be scary. Cause let's be very clear. That's the reason your ass is in this coma. Be very clear now. Part of your own actions, but because the ex-boyfriend ran your ass over. Okay, so you should be scared to cheat based on that because you don't know who lurking behind the side chick though. And then you also should be afraid when it comes to your damn wife finding yourself in this situation. Could do your ass like that lady did with Tyler Perry. What was it? Was it I Could Do Bad All by Myself? I can't remember, but remember the lady on Tyler Perry had the big beautiful house, or at least the husband did. He cheated on her or whatever. I think he got in an accident, got sick, whatever, and she had to take care of him. And he was in that wheelchair, and she rolled and pushed his ass over into that damn tub. Yeah, yeah. Be careful. Okay, be careful how you out here moving in these streets. Okay, on the front and on the back. But good luck. Okay, let us go ahead and move on, honey. Let us get to question two. All right. Question two says, I asked my boyfriend, like we've been dating for 4 months, to take my son Tuffy to the zoo with his other kids. Him, nobody wants to chill with your fat ass son. Who says that? Clearly him. But who says that? Don't nobody want to chill with your fat ass son. What the baby size got to do with him going to the zoo with the other kids? Some part of me is like, ma'am, this is what you get because you shouldn't have got with his ass, knowing he got all them fucking kids anyway. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay. Let's keep going. Me, I thought they liked my son. Him, nobody likes Tuffy. Not even his real father. Ooh, wait a minute. You sure this man is your boyfriend and not a op? The fuck? Tuffy heard this and took my boyfriend's PlayStation and Nikes to school and gave it to his friends. Baby, I'm hollering. Now, see, this is why don't nobody want to deal with Tuffy ass. See, it ain't got shit to do with Tuffy being fat. Okay? Tuffy, just take your shit and give it away. Okay? Okay? Tuffy is a tough one. Right? The friend's parents won't return it. The school won't get involved. And the police say that it was a gift. I'm on the floor. My boyfriend says I better get his shit back or buy him replacements. I don't have the money for that. Advice, girl. Only advice I got is fuck that nigga. Okay? It's fuck that zigger. To be honest with you. Talk about something, buy his shit or replay. I ain't doing a fuck ass thing. If the police done sat up here and said that it was a gift, it was a fucking gift. Because you should have never said what you said about my child anyway. Just like don't nobody want to chill with my fat ass child. Don't nobody want to give you your weak ass shit back. How about that? The parents ain't giving it back. The school ain't getting involved. Huh? What you say? The police said it was a gift. Yeah. Yeah. So you don't want to chill with my son. And I'm not finna give you no fucking money. Don't nobody want to get you your shit back. So, what else is going on? Can't sit here. Okay. Girl, advice. Advice is to get the fuck from around any man that's sitting up there talking about your child in that type of way. For your child to even react in that type of manner. Okay? But I got a feeling that it ain't because Tuffy ass is fat that don't nobody want to deal with his ass. Because who thinks to take somebody's shit to school and give it away like that? However, okay, that's on him. Bet you he'll take his ass to the zoo the next time. Boo. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how many kids and with his other kids. Okay, or was it just other kids? You saying other kids as if Tuffy was his kid too. But come to find out, Tuffy ain't even his child. But listen, ma'am. How many other kids is it? Because when I hear other kids, I do be hearing 3. It may just be 2, but I hear 3, and I really feel like 1 is a capacity. If he got 1 or more, it's no. But do what you gonna do, honey. Good luck. Okay. Let us keep going. Keep going. Let us get to let's see here. We need to get to question 3. Okay, let us get to question 3. So, question 3 says, I was on an audition for a leading role. My girlfriend, a chemistry major who never acted in theater a day in her life, accompanied me for support. The casting agent invited her into the room and asked her to read with me. I didn't receive a call back, but my girlfriend scored a supporting role in the production. I'm the pretty one in this relationship. I like her because she's out of shape and rough around the edges, and her appearance makes me feel more beautiful. You know, I think that's so whack. But at the same time, some people like to date unattractive people, thinking that they aren't going to be that. Well, what I've specifically heard from people, primarily women, I'll be honest, I like to date ugly men. I've heard, right? Because they operate with you differently than what pretty guys do or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, according to Kaya, they all dogs. That's what they do. Okay, so it really do it matter, ugly or pretty? Because the ugly ones, once they bag one like you, they be out here operating like they the pretty one. Okay, but anywho, it also, I feel, with that being said, I feel like that may also be rooted in you feeling better about your goddamn self, just like this person saying. My girlfriend got the role. I didn't get the role, but I only deal with her because she out of shape, rough around the edges, and her appearance makes me feel more beautiful. And therefore, with you feeling more beautiful, which is yikes to me, you also would assume that others don't see her as beautiful as well. Therefore, they're not as attractive to others based on what you made the assumption for. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what your ass get, okay? She stole my breakout role, and I feel sick knowing that working on this production will lead to even better roles for her. She's living my life, and I hate her. It sounds like you hated her ass before you got with her, if you ask me. Because she's so rough around the edges and made you feel better about yourself. It sounds like you was already hating her. There's no intimacy. We don't communicate. We don't communicate, but we must live together to pay rent. I told her to quit the production to prove her love. She said if it was for you, you would have it. Okay, but she stole the role. How do I make her see that? I don't think it's nothing to make her see. She didn't steal a role that was given to her. Just because you brought her to ask her to come along, they offered her to read with you for her to feel, or for you to feel more comfortable, and decided that she did a better job. I think you need to see that you didn't do that amazing as you thought. I also think that your ass need to see that you may not be as fine as you believe that you are because you next to that person, because it makes you feel more beautiful. Okay? You ain't all that. Okay? Isn't all that. You ain't all that. Okay? That's what I need you to understand. Talk about some damn advice. Ooh, child, the advice I have is to let that girl go on and flourish and do her damn thing. My advice is break up. Because you ain't talking about shit. My advice is be roommates and get through this year until y'all can move on in y'all separate ways. And just because a person is the chemistry major doesn't mean, and just because they've never acted in theater a day in their life doesn't mean that they never had a desire to do those things. Some people go a different route and not actually chase after what they want out of fear that they won't be successful. So let me go and get the job or go and do these opportunities because I feel like I'm more comfortable with that, and it's gonna come to me easier than me actually putting myself out there on display to book a role or to get this or to get that. You know what I'm saying? As a public figure. So, or like in entertainment is really what I'm saying. So it could be that, maybe she's always wanted to do that. Maybe she didn't have that much confidence in herself. And maybe somebody around her was encouraging her to, hey, you should just go and invest in, I mean, not invest, but you should major in being a teacher. I remember somebody had said that to me when I was like in middle school, I think, when I talked about what I wanted to do. And that's another reason why you keep what you want to do kind of close to yourself. But anywho, because people will discourage you from their own view and vantage point. But yeah, all in all, this conversation can go on a tangent, but leave that girl the hell alone. All right. Accept the fact that that role was not for you. Because even if it wasn't going to be her, it probably still was not going to be you. They probably still would have booked somebody else. I guess it would have made you feel better than somebody else that was booked that you didn't know. It's better because you didn't know them, right? Oh, I just didn't get the role. Well, guess what? Feel that way about this situation and get your ass out there and apply for another one, okay? Or audition for another one. Good luck, okay? Let us keep going, honey. Let us get to question 4. Question 4 says, I knew she was a turbulent, crazy Cancer. I knew she was a turbulent, crazy Cancer. And I love the unpredictable energy she brought into the bedroom. She told me that she had the troubles during her last relationship and talking about it was hard. I live in the present, okay? I'm focused on the future. I love that, right? No past drama to haunt us. I had turbulence in my life and she kept me sane. I proposed. I moved in with her. She checks my phones, monitors my social media. She contacted she contacted an ex who commented on my photo. My ex told her F off. Fiance found her and threatened her with a broken bottle. I don't want to marry this woman anymore. Every moment I feel like I'm just skipping through the gates of hell. How do I escape without facing her consequences? Well, I don't think there's a way for you to go around it without facing the consequences. So I think you should just, number one, stay true to yourself. If this isn't something that you feel you could deal with long term, I would say get up out of there before you make the worst decision of your life. Okay, now you could sit down, have the conversation with this person in an effort and a hope and a desire that they will go and work through the things that they need to work through. Okay, and understand that you aren't her past, right? That's not how you show up. It could be that, but I don't know. I feel like with how she shows up in this relationship, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of therapy, a lot of healing for her to overcome that place that she's in. And it's really dependent upon how soon y'all trying to marry. Like, I don't think she's going to get all of that in a short amount of time. So in my personal, you guys might want to let it go. Okay. And you're just going to have to deal with whatever those consequences are. And if things get a little too far, then the law may be on your side. But other than that, I don't think it's much of a way around it aside from just going through it. So it is what it is. But I really think you need to sit down, evaluate the entire situation, and think about what it is that you really want. What do you want? Okay? Don't make a mistake when you can save yourself from it. So good luck. All right. That's what they got going on. Let us keep going. All right. Let us get to question 5. Question 5 says, Tiny dated Chanel for 6.5 years. He met me. We snuck around for a while. Then he dumped her and we got married. I shouldn't have to fight this hoe to prove my husband and I are doing good. but I do. I'm a traveling braider. A new client books me, pays my deposit, and when I arrive, Chanel's grimy ass pulls up ready to fight. It's happened twice already. Chanel wants me to know that she's still with my husband. The client set me up for her. During the last fight, I dragged her across the floor with candy cologne hair weave around her neck until she passed out. Baby, that's crazy. And why I ain't see that on the news or a body cam? I'm tired of the fights. I'm tired of this hoe. Tiny won't won't do right, but if we break up, Chanel wins. Advice? Um. Oh, Tiny won't do right. So the man won't do right. So you mean to tell me that you stand with this man to prove a point to a hoe? No, give her to him or give him to her. Let them have each other, because I guarantee you, if he was with her and snuck around with you, first of all, why are you even expecting anything different anyway? Why are you expecting, like, why y'all kill you killing me with this? Why do y'all do that? Okay with being a side piece and then expect him to be loyal to you. No, ma'am. No, 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 ma'am. And why would you want to keep fighting the hoe over this dude? Girl, go get that man. She gonna realize this. The sooner you give him up, the sooner she gonna realize he don't want her either. Right? And you should have known what Monica said. Why her? Cause see, that shit was built on a lie. So it should fall. That's why I stand tall. Like, that's how Chanel should have operated with you. Understanding that y'all situation was built on a lie because y'all was sneaking around. And then now that they with you and you done went on and married the man and now he's sneaking around with this other girl, they situation about built on a lie too. Let these folks have these people and cut your losses. And move on. About your beeswax. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, let that, and then you over here talking about it happened twice already. So I do understand with the fights happening twice because she got somebody else to book for her. But what you need to do is what some of these stylists do. I feel some of these makeup artists, especially when they booking people to come to their house to do makeup, baby, they have you submit their ID. She would have to upload that ID. She would have to upload that ID, and whoever falsified and put the fake ID, you're gonna be held accountable for that too once I press these charges. Cause I'm not gonna keep playing with you over this man. Okay, I'm not gonna keep playing with you over this man. Don't ever stick around with another man just to say that you winning over the other bitch. No, you're not. You're not. If we break up, then Chanel wins. Let her win. Let her win. Please let her win. If that's what it's about, let her win. It ain't ever gotta be that deep. Either way, good luck. Okay. Let's keep going to question 6. All right. Question 6 says, my wife, the mother of my 2 young children, had to return to her childhood home to bury her father. Right? She was afraid to go, but didn't want me and the children to come with her. She was nervous. All right. She was nervous. So I took off. Okay. I took off from work, left the girls with my aunt, and I told my wife we were going to Minneapolis to handle this together. While waiting to board the plane, my wife revealed that her father was deleted because 8 years ago she stole bricks. Girl, what the hell, y'all? While waiting to board the plane, my wife revealed that her father was deleted because 8 years ago she stole bricks, cocaine, and money from her gangster boyfriend. So he coming to get your daddy 8 years later? I thought he would have got him then. Okay, what kind of all the Queens men y'all got going on? The gangster boyfriend was also deleted a few days ago. The Somali gang leader, her dad's ex-boss, was out of prison and getting revenge on everybody who stole from him. Oh, okay. This might make sense here now. Okay. I left my wallet in the bedroom. I left her at the airport because I want to live. I wasn't expecting him to say that. The Somali gang leader, her dad's ex-boss, was out of prison and get revenge on everybody who stole from him. We began to board the plane. I told my wife to board without me because I left my wallet in the bedroom. I left her at the airport because I wanted to leave. I know that's right. She's still in Minneapolis. I don't take her calls because I'm afraid the phone will be traced back to me and I want to live. She's due back home any day now, and I don't want her here because my daughters and I want to live. What to do if she makes it bad? We want to live. Advice, I don't know what to say. The most you can do is divorce her, and I guess take the children if you can. I don't know, but you need to figure out how to sever ties. But it's a tough situation to be in because you're gonna want your children, right? But you're gonna have to show that you're capable and able of taking care of them kids. So I don't know, sir. I don't know, but I think a breakup is coming very soon. Like I would have to disassociate. But also keep in mind, he only wreaking havoc on the people that stole from him. Okay, not necessarily the bystanders. It sounds like the ones that stole is the ones that's getting clapped. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe you wait around, let her get clapped, get the insurance money. I don't know what to tell the person. Okay, but I'm a hollering. Okay. Y'all help this person out and me too on question 6, child. But that's all I got. Good luck. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you're liking the video, you're subscribing to the channel. You can follow me on social media at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir, stand with my feet to the fire, give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim, putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it pool